Before I introduce this year's inductees into the Hall of Fame, I want to welcome back the initial inductees from last year who are with us today. First off, and will you please stand as I introduce you, Ernie Edwards from the Pig Hip Restaurant. Ernie. Welcome. Russell Soulsby, still running his Route 66 service station. Russell. And John Geske from the Dixie Truckers Home. John? We're glad you could join us, and I sincerely hope that all of you, while you're here in McLean, take time to go across the street to the Dixie Truckers Home and see the Illinois Route 66 Hall of Fame. I also want to introduce the person formerly who was stamping your passports as you went through the arch, the mayor of McLean, Mary Barr. Mary, right here.
The village of McLean bids you welcome. Living at the edge of Route 66 has given us a look at much of the country as it goes by our doorstep, and we have our memories too. One of my own during World War II. Although our driving was limited due to gas rationing, wherever we went, we picked up as many hitchhiking soldiers we picked up the hitchhiking soldiers that were lining Route 66 at that time. We packed as many as we could into Dad's Hudson. From the age of 4 until almost 8, I sat on the laps of more soldiers than I could count. We hope that you too are enjoying the Route 66 tour and the memories that it brings. Thank you.
Illinois Route 66 Hall of Fame. And I would ask the president of the Illinois Route 66 Association, Tom Teague, to join me here. Tom? And also Metha Jensen and her daughter, Betty Kern. Metha and Betty, would you come forward? Metha Jensen is our first inductee this afternoon into the 1991 Hall of Fame. She was married to Martin Paulson, who operated a Phillips 66 station along Route 66 in Dwight, Illinois. Later on, they opened the Paulson's Deluxe Motel on Old Route 66. She and her husband and 2 daughters operated the business from 1935 until 1949. Some great years for Route 66. Metha says her memories, her nicest memories, are of the nice people she met, and the worst part, and I think a lot of folks here could identify with this, was the daily washing of the sheets and the towels for the motel. Believe it or not, the hotel is still open, but has been since renamed the Carefree Motel. And by the way, Metha says the prices are a little bit more than they were in her day. Can you believe it? Back in 1935, she charged $1 a night for a motel. That was a single, and $1.50 for a double. Metha, it's sincerely a pleasure to welcome you into the Illinois Route 66 Hall of Fame.
It is a great pleasure and an honor to come down here and be inducted into a Hall of Fame. I can't believe it. Here I am, 90 years old. I never dreamed it'd come to my days. I've done so much washing in my days that I couldn't hardly wash anymore. But we met an awful lot of nice people that I will never forget. Of course, I made a lot of coffee and cookies for a lot of those people too. And we always, after we moved next to the motel, we a lot of time had to fill up for the ones over there when the motel was full. And we always were happy to take any of them. And it was really nice. Thank you so much, all of you.
Our second inductee today is not able to be with us, but we're proud to induct him nevertheless, and I'm sure that that Cotton McNabney is home and with us in spirit today. The family of Ed Waldmire to join me here again along with Tom Teague. I know some of you are having just a little bit of difficulty hearing, but we're using every bit of power we have here in this sound system. So if you can't hear, come on around. Can you hear me back there? They can hear fine at the center. You just can't hear over there at the edges. So you'll have to come around to the center. How many of you who've been through Springfield know about the Cozy Dog Drive-In? Well, if you don't and you're on the tour, you'll have an opportunity to see it firsthand tomorrow morning. And I'd like Ernie Edwards also to join us up here. Ed is going to be presented by Ernie. Ed Waldmire is the inventor of the modern-day corn dog known as the Cozy Dog, and he and his son Bob operate this restaurant today. The Route 66 artist's son Buzz now is part of the restaurant too, and his wife Virginia helps with the corn batter business that is also part of their restaurant operation. Ed originally sold his Cozy Dog to the servicemen at the PX in Amarillo, Texas. At that time they were called Krusty Curs. And he later brought his corn dogs to the Illinois State Fair, where they became a classic favorite. His wife convinced him that the name Krusty Curs would never go over very well, and they finally renamed them Cozy Dogs. I think it does sound better, Ed. She drew the logo showing the two cozy dogs in love, and now the symbol is as much a part of Route 66 as Snorton Norton of the trucks of Campbell 66 Express and the Fat Man at the Club Cafe in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. The tour is excited to stop and visit you tomorrow, Ed, at the Cozy Dog for some of those homemade donuts that you put out for us last year. I've been thinking about those all year long. So it's great to have you here today and to induct you into the Illinois Route 66 Hall of Fame. Ed Waldmire.
I thought Ernie was going to present me, but what were you going to present me with, Ernie? That's a dark secret. I was told I had only brief remarks. I don't know what brief remarks are, but I work, drawing, all kinds of things. It's too bashful to come up. They won't allow anybody up here without a shirt on anyway. You don't have a shirt, but Bob, take a little bow. I think everybody knows who you are. My lovely wife, Virginia, and this is only going to take... I'm in the doghouse here, and she's presenting me with a bouquet of flowers. But, you know, she's in the doghouse. I should be in the doghouse because I'm in the doghouse. But Buzz got it mixed up when he drew this design, and it should be turned around. Did you get a picture of that? I'll post later on. Okay. Again, thank you all. Oh, wait a minute. Son Buzz is not here. He has to run the restaurant. Merry Christmas. He's down there probably starting to make donuts already. I'm recording this, so if you can't understand what you're saying, you come down to the drive-in tomorrow, you can hear it on tape. Maybe better what you're hearing it out there. Again, it's an honor, and thank you very much. We'll dedicate ourselves to promoting and pushing 66. I tell my grandchildren, so Buzz that's running the drive-in, he's got 5. I figure one of them is going to carry on when I'm long gone. We've been there for 46 years. And I tell him I'm going to be up on that cloud 19, maybe up there. I'm going to see if they're making them right. Thanks very much.